start losing things, maybe we lose our job, or maybe we lose our health, or maybe we lose a relationship, or we lose money, all of a sudden shame creeps in. Am I right or wrong? Shame, condemnation, fear, pride. And what happens, instead of saying, family, I need you, I'm hurting, oh, family of God, oh, mom and dad, or whatever, we retreat with pride or pain or shame, and we start retreating and closing our circle of love instead of increasing it and saying, I'm gonna admit it right now, I need my family and friends like that more than ever before. I'm a perfect example of that. When I was 15 years old, my father and I had when I was 17 years old, my father and I had an argument. I was working at a company that he helped me get that job, and there was really, really bad things happening there, and I was gonna leave that job and just take a week and go down to Florida for, I think it was spring break, and act like an idiot for a while. And I wanted to go act like an idiot for a while. And my dad says, Paul, if you go and you quit that job, he says, I'm not gonna help you with college. You'll get zero help from me. So we're in an argument, and I was stubborn, and I said, fine, don't help me then. And from then on, I was completely independent of my father. Out of anger and out of pride, it didn't matter if I was hungry or cold. It didn't matter if I didn't have any money. I would start eating peanut butter and honey sandwiches just to survive. It's a true story. Because I was paying for my school, I was paying for my car, paying for everything. And so literally, just so I wouldn't have to humble myself before my father, I literally never told him any of my needs. Pride, anger, bitterness towards my father. But friends, can I tell you something? God rarely works outside a family of love. He probably wants to answer your prayers by being in this church. He probably wants to answer your prayers, the fact that you're part of a family. And maybe what you need to do, instead of retreating in shame or pride, you begin to say, okay, I do have needs. I need help for my marriage. How many times have I seen couples come to this church, come to our counseling center, come to me and say, Pastor, my husband left me, my wife left me. And it's not too late, but it's almost too late. If they'd come 6 months prior or a year prior, it probably would have been a lot easier to help them. Or Pastor, we're gonna lose our house tomorrow. Well, man, if you told me 6 months ago, maybe we could help you get some good counseling and some financial counseling. Maybe it wouldn't come to this. I don't know. I just know that what happens is when we're in loss, we tend to withdraw instead of saying, help me now. Is anybody still here? The other thing I saw with this is the Lord blessed Job twice as much as what he lost. How many of you have ever lost anything? Give me a wave. How many believe that God wants to give you twice as much as you lost? You say that's impossible. Not with God. All things are possible with God. Whatever you've lost, God can give you twice as much. I'm actually been the type of person, Tim, maybe I'm greedy. No, I'm not greedy. Is I have faith to believe God for 10 times as much. Seriously. There's times in my own life where I've lost. When my Isabel got sick, and Christine and Samuel, and when I've lost in business deals or I've lost in investments, I've said, Lord, okay, I've lost it. It's gonna be part of my education. I'll be a better man before it, but I want you to restore what was stolen from me 10 times.